to stars in their eyes. Please welcome James Backman and Walter Walsh.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Pardon the way that I scare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that you're real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright,
I need you, baby, to all my lonely night. I love you, baby.
trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray.
Oh, pretty baby, now forever that you stay.
And let me love you, baby, let me love you.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
At long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
To all my lonely night.
I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray.
Oh pretty baby, now found you that you stay.
And let me love you, baby, let me love you.
Oh well, I suppose the better man won. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the director of this show, Mr. James Backman. So James, I think we've got some good news to tell tonight, but you can tell us what's the kaupapa behind Stars in Your Eyes.
Okay, so as you all know, tonight we are fundraising for the local branch of St. John's Ambulance. Every dollar comes straight back to the Gisborne branch show. It's not a nationwide thing, it comes back right here, so that's a bonus. And going by our figures, it looks like we're going to give about 6,000, 6,500 back to St. John's. So thank you all very much. Okay, I'm going to leave you with Walter now, unfortunately. So thank you for coming. Enjoy the show. It's a great show, and I'm going to see you at the other end. So I'll leave you in the capable hands of Walter, and thank you again for your support.
Thank you very much, James. So he's the director of the show. I only have to produce the show. That's all I have to do. He does all the hard, really, I do all the hard work. Yeah, his sister. Yeah. Anyway, have we got anybody who's travelled from afar? I heard there's somebody from Australia. Is anybody from Australia? Oh, sorry, I can't see because you fellas are all black to me. Yeah. But if you've travelled from afar, from Australia, we heard that somebody's travelled from Australia to come and watch their particular child tonight. Thank you for coming. All right? You travel from Australia. For those of you who travel from Kaiti, put your hands up. I don't know how you fellas got in. You fellas paid? Okay. Elgin? Anybody from Elgin? Oh, just the three of them? Well, much appreciated. Thank you all very much for coming. Are we ready, everybody? Let's try that again. Are we ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome star guest number 1. Let's meet our next star guest. Now, she's a mother of 5, and she's a full-time student. She's a home executive. Please welcome Justine Bloomfield. Okay, so mother of 5 and a home executive. Just come a little bit closer, come a little bit closer. Okay, so what's it like being a home executive and a mother of 5?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, it's a busy sort of life. The 5 children keep me on my toes all the time. The oldest is 18 and the youngest is 2. But it's fantastic and I love my life with them, love being their mum.
So how do you find time to be a full-time student? Whereabouts are you studying at the moment?
So I'm studying at EIT, doing my degree in Māori, and I'm in my 2nd year, and it is very challenging, but I love it very much, yeah, so.
Oh, it's great to see mums getting out there and doing a bit of study when they can. So tell us about the person you're going to be tonight.
Well, Walter, I grew up listening to this lady. She was an inspiration in lots of ways in that Motown sort of era, and my aunties and my mum used to listen to her a lot, so she felt like she was part of the whānau in a way, you know.
Well, fantastic. Well, without further ado, I think you better tell our audience who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Walter, I'm going to be Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
I made a big mistake.
guest number one, Justin Bluefield, as Diana Ross. Wow, don't you look ravishing tonight, isn't she? And you want to go, "Arr." You know? How do you feel after that, Justine?
Very good. That was awesome.
Very good. I must say, you look very young in this outfit. I might have to borrow it after you so I can look even younger myself. All right. Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause. Justin Bluefield and Diana Ross. Hey, you guys are a great crowd. Fantastic. You're getting in there. But there's a couple of things I just want to mention. In the case of a fire, okay, in the case, I've got to mention this, in the case of a fire, because there's a lot of you here tonight, and we don't want people stamping over each other. In the case of a fire, you go out the exits, and you are to meet outside Walter Finley's on that side, okay? If there's a case of a tsunami or anything, well, we're in bad luck. Okay, sort of a stop, drop, if there's a, earthquake, a stop, drop and cover, all that sort of stuff, all right? Sorry, there's no tables to get under, and these chairs are, well, man of my size, I won't be able to get underneath. All right, the skinny people, yeah. But what about the people who are voluptuous like us? So we'll be on top of the skinny people protecting them and all the wood's falling on us. But that won't happen because this is earthquake proof, all right? So don't worry about it. Good to see the people at the balcony. Now, I feel sorry for you up there in the balcony and the people underneath. Okay, but it won't happen because this is a good building and it's strong. Second thing I want to mention, you are allowed to take photos. You are allowed, and you're allowed to go live to Facebook. How many of you here on Facebook? Be honest. Yes, you can go live to Facebook. We did a show this afternoon and they weren't allowed to because they would have ruined it for you guys. So you guys are lucky because you can go live to Facebook and you say, "Hey girl, I'm at the Stars in Your Eyes show. Check it out." So you can go Facebook if you want to, all right? All good. Okay, let's meet star guest number 2. Time to meet our next star guest. Now she is the mother of 5, fantastic husbands I've been told, and she's a preschool teacher. Please welcome Quanah Nickerson. Hey, hi everyone. So preschool teacher, whereabouts?
Gisborne Montessori Preschool.
Now how long have you been doing that now?
Well, I've been at Gisborne Montessori for only 5 years, but I've done home-based care on and off for 10 years with my children before that.
Okay, so have you had a bit of a musical background in your life?
Yes, my first stage performance was in The Sound of Music as Gretel when I was only 10. Yes, I've been singing since I was very young. I've done a few shows over the years, and then just a bit of band singing in local pubs for a while.
Okay, awesome, yeah, fantastic. Now, I hear that you're getting back into theatre now.
Yes, I happen to work at preschool with Heather Derby, and she sort of supported me to come back along to Gisborne Musical Theatre, and it's awesome, so I'm sure I'll be doing a lot more shows in the future.
Fantastic, so tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
Well, the person I'm going to be tonight is actually one of my musical idols from the 90s, and she inspired my singing, especially developing that nice rocky pub singing voice. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, well, I'm sure the audience is thrilled to find out who you're going to be. So, Quanah, who are you going to be tonight?
Yes, so tonight I'm going to be Linda Perry from Four Non Blondes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Quanah Nickerson as Linda Perry from Four Non Blondes.
I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man. And for whatever that means. Until there comes sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Bring me along for a destination.
This Martin! Linda Perry from the Four Blondes. Fabulous, absolutely. You know, we're at the back there, we're going, we're lip syncing it, mind you, you know. Oh, the crew at the back there, jumping, you're lying there, I can hear the crowd, you know. How did you feel after all that performance?
That was pretty awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh, what did you wonder? Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Nicholson as Linda Perry from Four Blondes. Whew. I just can't get over here, such a good crowd. My God, but the crowd is wild. Now I know why they call the TV program, the crowd goes wild. Now I know. Anyway.
Wonderful.
Pardon?
Let's go.
Hey! You know, I don't even know who you are because I can't see you because you're black. You're in the darkness. But anyway, thank you for calling my name. I think I know who they are. Get out. Question is, did you fellas pay? That's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, time to meet star guest number 3.
All right, it's time now to meet our next star guest. Now, he's got a family of 5. He's a truancy officer, and of course, he's just becoming a new grandfather. Let's find out more. Please welcome Mr. Colin Tardy. So tell us, grandfather. First time grandfather.
First time grandfather. Yeah. Over them. Really.
So you're not quite a grandfather just yet. When's baby due, do you know?
December. End of December.
Well, I'm sure you and your wife are very excited, as you were saying.
Yes, we are very excited. We can't wait.
Okay, so truancy officer. What's involved in being a truancy officer?
Well, we just encourage children and their whānau to, help their children engage in school a lot more and a lot better. Because education is very, very important, in a person's life.
True. So you come from a musical background, so I hear. Tell us a bit about your musical career.
Well, I've been singing for quite a long time. Travelled around the world, but singing is more of a passion for me. I've sort of never seen it as a career or anything. So I like just entertaining and entertaining the whānau, and I've sung in old people's homes and community.
That's great. So tell us about the person you're going to be tonight.
Well, the person I'm going to be tonight, Walter, is someone who has a beautiful voice, real low. He's got a low register, and I've always wanted to sing one of his songs, so I'm going to do that tonight.
Great, and I think we're all trying to think, who's he going to be? Well, Colin, you better tell the audience who you're going to be tonight.
Well, Walter, I'm going to be Lou Rolls.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Colin Tardy as Lou Rolls.
song is for all the lovers out there. You'll never find, as long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, as long as you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else, no one else. You'll never find, it'll take the end of all time, someone who understands you like I do. You'll never find the rhythm to rhyme, all the magic we share, just us two. Oh, I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, but there's no ifs, no buts. Oh, maybe you're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. You're gonna miss my love. Oh, late in the midnight hour, baby, when it's cold outside, you're gonna miss my love. Oh, you'll never find another love like mine, someone who needs you like I do. You'll never see what you found in me. You'll be searching and searching your whole life through. Oh, I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, but there's no ifs or buts. Oh, maybe you're gonna miss my loving. Yeah, you're gonna miss my love. You're gonna miss my love. Oh, late in the midnight hour, baby.
Oh, here we go. Stargate number 3, Colantale is Mr. Lou Rose. All right, mate? I was just looking at your picture there. It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, very long time ago.
So from moving from America to Gisborne, and you met a Maori woman, and then she fed you up like me, and then you got a nice voluptuous body like mine. So
Yes.
and your voice is amazing. You still got it after all those years, mate.
Thank you.
Because now I know why your wife is always smiling every time I see her.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Colantale as Lou Rose. Let's keep going.
Thank you very much.
Nah, not as good as him. All right, it's time to meet our next star guest number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady used to live in Gisborne. Pardon? What was that? 5 kids. How do you know? I haven't, you don't know who I'm going to introduce. This is my show. I don't tell you how to do your job. Like sweep the floor. That's right. Okay, as I was saying, this woman used to live in Gisborne, then went to Hamilton to get into a work of education. All right? She is single. So do we have any single men here tonight? Because you may change your mind, so if you're single, put your hand up. Okay? Because I will ask this question again. I bet you all the men will put their hand up. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome star guest number 4, Pania Matthews, as the beautiful Dinah Washington.
Beautiful Pania. So stunning.
What's a difference a day made? 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers. Ooh, and there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. Our lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine. Oh, Lord, what a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss and thrilling kisses, heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day made, and the difference is you.
Give it up for star guest number 4, wonderful Pania Matthews as the beautiful Dinah Washington. Woo. See that? Wow, look at that. How do you feel after that, Pania?
I'm glad it's over.
Glad it's over. So all the question that all the single men want to know, are you still single? Yes, she's still single. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pania Matthews as the beautiful Dinah Washington. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Okay, time to meet our next star guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Time to meet our next star guest. Now he's only 18 years of age and he's studying at Tuiho doing a BA, a Bachelor of Māori Visual Arts. Please welcome Jesse Chase Marty. Not even stand on my feet. Alright? Okay, so 18 years of age and you're studying a BA in Māori Visual Arts. How's that going?
It's going pretty good at the moment, also.
Do you have to do your own Māori designs or do you have something to follow or how's it work?
Yeah, so every morning we have a little karakia session where we learn more te and karakia, and from there we just develop a design from it. And
Fantastic. Now, how many is in your family?
there's 4 of us.
4. Okay. Sounds very familiar. I think we just had someone else who has a family of 4 too. But anyway, tell us about your musical side of things.
Well, I've been singing since I was pretty little, and only recently I started to get into music software and making EDM beats and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, pretty cool. All right. So tell us about the the person you're going to be tonight?
So tonight, the artist that I'm going to be is a single artist. He has a lot of music that everybody should know, and yeah, he's overall just a really good artist to me.
Awesome, Jesse Chase. Well, without further ado, I think the audience was sort of waiting there, patiently finding out who you're going to be. So you better tell them who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight I'm going to be John Legend.
Awesome.
Chase Martin as the wonderful Mr. John Legend. Well, can I just say, you're a legend, mate. Wasn't that fantastic? How did you feel like after that?
Oh, felt really good, yeah.
Really good. It's great, and it's good to see that you're not wearing gumboots on stage tonight.
Missed my gumboots, eh?
Gumboots, well, I tell you what, I'm going to let you go off the stage and put your gumboots back on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chase Martin is John Legend. Are you enjoying the act so far? All right, let's meet our next star guest.
Okay, it's time now to meet our next star guest. Now, she's only 29 years of age. She's a healthcare worker. She comes from a musical background, and she does kapa haka. And the big thing is she's really excited about kapa haka because it will be her first matatini that she'll be heading to next year in Wellington. Please welcome the very talented Hine Tara Stewart. Okay, matatini, eh? Kapa haka.
Yeah.
Tell us about which group you're in and all that sort of stuff.
In Te Whānau Akai, and yeah, so we made it into the Matatini next year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So apart from Matatini, you come from a musical background.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
So most of my siblings, they all sing, and my sister Tony, she's in the Lion King over in Australia.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, so healthcare worker, what sort of healthcare do you do?
So I just look after all the kaumātua here in Gisborne, over in Kaiti.
Okay, fantastic. All right, tell us a bit about the person you're going to meet tonight.
Well, she's a very private person, and she's actually from Australia, but she's well known around the world, and yeah.
Oh, well, audience, we better find out who she's going to be. So, Hine Tara, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, well, I'm going to be Sia.
Sia, ladies and gentlemen, Hine Tara Stewart as Sia.
I
Hey, look. I feel like we're in the movie Frozen. Let it go! Sorry, wrong show. How did you feel after that? Pretty tired. My gosh, you got some big lines like. Gosh! I don't know how you do it, Gil. And I mean, my goodness, you know, very close. Well, you can't see her face. You see your face is much beautiful. How about give a big round of applause, everybody? Here to last year. Let's see her. See ya! Just thought I'll chuck that in there. Let's meet our next star guest.
Time to meet our next star guest. Now she is the mother of 4 boys. She's also a program secretary at Te Whatukura at EIT. Please welcome Ali Tierpa. Okay, so 4 boys. What's it like having 4 boys in the family?
It's quite chaotic, you know. They're always full of energy and beans and keep me on my toes.
Is it true that boys are easier to control than girls?
Well, I don't have any girls, but it's hard to believe.
No, okay, right. It's something that I just heard, that's all. Okay, so program secretary. Tell us a bit about what's a program secretary.
So I just handle all the enrolments and the admin side for our Te Reo Māori courses at Te Whatukura. So if you're wanting to learn Te Reo Māori, haramai ki Te Whatukura at EIT, and we'll sort you out a course.
There we go, a bit of promotion for EIT. Okay, so tell us about your musical background.
I started singing back in 1990 at the Gisborne Country Music Club, and you just carried on singing from there, and jumped in various bands and everything.
Okay, so the person you're going to be tonight, is this person a country singer?
No, she's not. She's actually a blues, jazz, R&B singer. Yeah. She's part of a group, a sister group that were made famous in the 70s.
Wow, okay. Ali, without further ado, you better tell the audience who you're going to be tonight.
Well, tonight, Walter, I'm going to be Anita Pointer of the Pointer Sisters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anita is one of the sisters from the Pointer Sisters. Anita Pointer.
I wanna love her with rush. I've got somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. I've got somebody who will understand. I've found a lover with a slow hand. Ooh, a lover with a slow hand. And I get all excited with his easy touch. Who wants somebody who will spend the night, not come and go in a easy rush. Ooh, a lover with a slow hand. And I get all excited with his easy touch. Ooh, a lover with a slow hand.
Oh, Stargate number 7, Ellie Zeppa as Anita Concha from the Pointer Sisters. I've got to say, you look very nice tonight. Look at this, more or less the same, you know. Oh, crikey, it's just wow, I've got to say. Now, is your mum here? And she's come all the way from?
Brisbane.
All the way from Brisbane. Where are you, mum? Is she up there somewhere? Well, we can't see anyway, it's pretty dark. I told you it was so dark. Yeah, so anyway, hello to Ellie's mum all the way from Brisbane. Come to see her daughter perform. And, I'm sorry, and she come to see her moko too, Jessie, who was just on before. So that's right, Jessie's your son, eh? Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, forgot you had 4 boys. Hey, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Ellie Zeppa as Anita Concha. All right, let's see who our next guest star is.
Alright, it's time now to meet our next star guest. Now, she's a home executive in between jobs here and there, a family of 3, sometimes a family of 6. Let's find out more. Please welcome Georgina Morel. Hi Georgina, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so tell us, a family of 3, family of 6, what's that about?
Well, how do you know, we raised 3 children, but all out there is 6 children. We had previous relationships. So when we've had the opportunity, we've had them. But they've all grown up now and they're all overseas. And yeah, my 3 out and try and push them out.
Well, as some parents normally do. Okay, home executive in between jobs?
Yes, I've just recently left Amos Eggs. I was with them for 12 years and I have secured a position with Waimata Cheese, which I'm hoping to start very soon.
Oh, fantastic. So tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
The person I'm going to be was a country singer, or is a country singer. And when I was a teenager, I used to listen to her music.
All right, so without further ado, I think we need to find out who she's going to be. So Georgina, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, I'm going to be Crystal Gale.
Georgina Morel, ladies and gentlemen, as Crystal Gale.
Well, have you left the one you left me for? And she heard I need that slamming door. Did you leave for good or just get bored? Why have you left the one you left me for? Is you wanted or have time change your mind? Has your dream love gone crazy? And what brings you here tonight? Why have you left the one you left me for? Has she heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Why have you left the one you left me for? I can see you're hurting, but I'm not sure if it's real. How can I really hold you
when I don't know how you feel. Why have you left the one you left me for? Has she heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Why have you left the one you left me for? Okay, come on in. You be my lover, I'll be your friend. You don't have to tell me, and I won't ask again. Why have you left the one you left me for? Has she heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Why have you left the one you left me for? Why have you left the one you left me for? Has she heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Why have you left the one you left me for? Why have you left the one you left me for? Why have you left the one you left me for? Thank you.
Give a big round of applause, everybody. Doing us your dinner morale. Hey, the wonderful. That's still there. My goodness. Can you give me a bit of a twirl, please? Look at her hair.
It's the hair, right?
Oh my God. So I've got to ask you this question. Who combs your hair, you or your husband?
I comb my hair because it takes too long with him watching the rugby.
Oh, okay, watching the rugby, so he's going, go! Get up! Okay. How did you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel tonight?
Good, a great crowd. Was a bit nervous coming out, but now feeling a lot better.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is her first time on stage. Once again, big round of applause. Gina Morale, there's the first to go. All right. We just wait for these people to take their seats. I don't mind not too late. Oh, some more, goodness gracious me. Have you fellas just arrived, or did you just go for a minute and then come back again? We don't want you to miss the act, you see, that's why we're waiting for you to take your seats. Oh, you're going for a top-up. Oh, okay, top-up time. All right. That's okay. Does anybody else want to go toilet? No? Right. How many of you here like reggae? Well, we're not going to do any reggae tonight. No, seriously, no, we are. We're going to do some reggae. The next star guest that's coming out is a young fella. He has a vision impairment, but don't hold that against him. Please do not do that. He's training to be a radio announcer on Turanga FM. And he shares the show with Double D in the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Robert Tamatia as Robert Marley.
Welcome, Bob. Welcome.
morning, smile with the rising sun. Free little bird, beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies lower. Say, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Come on, dance, I need you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, yeah, because every little thing is gonna be alright. We're singing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. One more time. Sing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright.
Hey, did you have fun?
I had fun.
Hey, you know, I was jelly because with your dread, these are his real dreadlocks, by the way, it's not a wig. And you know, he's getting just, I was jelly because I saw him swing. Yeah, I'm just jelly, I don't have any hair to swing. By the way, people, this is first time on stage. First time on stage. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. Your vision impairment, was that from birth?
Yes.
It was. So, you know, maybe next year for our show, who do you think he could be next year? Someone says Stevie Wonder. Now that's a wonder. He could be Ray Charles.
Wandering around.
Yeah. He's got a lot of options. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause. Robert Thomas here as Robert Marley. Robert Gisborne Marley, thank you very much, mate. Wow. So now we're up to our last one for the first half, coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll find out who that is, shall we? All right, let's find out who our next star guest is.
All right, it's time now to meet our next star guest. Now, she is a nurse in ED in the hospital, and she is currently pregnant. Please welcome Lulu Vermeulen. Hi, Lulu, how are you? Okay, so you're currently pregnant. Is this your first child?
That was my first child.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, when are you due?
I'm due in mid-November.
Wow, mid-November, all right. Okay, so apart from being pregnant, you work at the hospital as a nurse. How long have you been nursing now?
Nursing 10 years at the hospital, about 5 years. Yeah.
Right, so you come from a musical background, so I hear?
Yeah, I've been singing for 20 plus years. Done lots of entertaining around the town. Lots of 50th, weddings, 30th, 40th, lots of entertaining, normally with my sister who's now in London. So yeah, still doing bits around the place and yeah, really enjoying it.
Fantastic. So tell us about the person you're going to be tonight.
The person I'm going to be tonight, Walter, is an incredibly popular British lady who's recently been in New Zealand for her tour. Can sort of count on her to at least have a few songs at people's weddings. The queen of love songs and the queen of breakup songs, I would say. So I hope I do it justice tonight.
Okay, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Lulu, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
I'm going to be Adele.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello from the packing box.
Yeah, you look beautiful, Lily.
You're 'cause I've been here before. Every feeling, every word, I imagine it all. You'll never know if you never try to forget your past and simply be mine. So I dare you to let me be your one and only. I promise I'm worthy to hold in your arms. So come on and give me the chance to prove I am the one who can walk that mile until the end starts. If I've been on your mind, you hang on every word I say. Lose yourself in time. At the mention of my name, will I ever know how it feels to hold you close and have you tell me whichever road I choose you'll go. I don't know why I'm scared, 'cause I've been here before. Every feeling, every word, I imagine it all. You'll never know if you never try to forget your past and simply be mine. So I dare you to let me be your one and only. I promise I'm worthy to hold in your arms. So come on and give me the chance to prove I am the one who can walk that mile until the end starts. You guys having a good time? Thank you for coming out to support us. We've been heaps of fun this night. I know it ain't easy. Give up your heart. I know it ain't easy. Give up your heart. Nobody's perfect easy. Just be Nobody's perfect easy. Just be Nobody's perfect. Just be your heart. I dare you to let me be your one and only. I promise I'm worthy to hold in your arms. So come on and give me the chance to prove I am the one who can walk that mile until the end starts. So come on and give me the chance to prove I am the one who can walk that mile until the end starts.
I just want to give a wonderful round of applause as a girl. again, we feel like we're in Frozen again, haven't we? Looks like you had fun doing that.
I had a great time.
Well, look at that. Between you and I, we're about the same size. So I know you're due to, this is your first baby, and see, you don't know what you have, whether it's a boy or girl? Don't know what it is. Well, so if it was a girl, what would you name it? Adele. So if it was a boy, what would you name it?
I might give Walter as a middle name.
Yeah! Walter's a middle name? Man, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Lulu Vermeulen is Adele! Give me a round of applause. All right. Are you guys enjoying the show so far? Well, I hate to put a damper on it, but we've come to the end of the first half. All right? So what we're going to do is there's some refreshments out there. For those of you who don't have refreshments, there's ice cream, chippies, peanuts, cordial, all that sort of stuff. We're going to take a 20-minute break. So we'll see you back here in 20 minutes, all right? For the second half. Thank you.
Please welcome your host, Walter Walsh.
Hey, good to see everybody back. So you all done your business? Everybody, let me just get this right. Has everybody gone to the toilet? Right. So who said no? Okay, so you're going to have to cross your legs and hold it, because we've got a few more acts to get through. All right, so everybody's all topped up. Are you ready for the second half? All right, let's meet our guest, number 11.
Okay, time to meet our next star guest. Now, this guy's in his 60s. He loves the Broncos, loves the Chiefs. He works for Leader Brand, and he gets involved with the Speedway. Let's find out more. Please welcome Doug Walsh. Not too bad. Okay, so Speedway. Tell us a bit about the Speedway.
Speedway has been in it for a long, long time. Started in 1973 and ended up in 2004, went to Australia, came back 3 years ago and back into Speedway again. So, yeah, it's a little hobby that I like.
Okay, of course, big Chiefs and big Broncos fan.
Oh, for sure, yes, because I lived over in Queensland. So, Broncos, I've always been a fan of Broncos since 1983. And so, I've always they have the Chiefs as well. I live in Toowoomba, so yeah, so in both my famous teams, also the All Blacks, of course.
Oh yes, we can't forget the All Blacks, anybody supports the All Blacks. Okay, and of course, you're working for Leader Brand. What do you do at Leader Brand?
I drive a truck in the paddock for the Leaders crew out there at Leader Brand, and they pick the lettuce, obviously, put into the trailer. I hook up the trailer behind my truck and bring it back into town, where they might be out in the paddock, and then take it to post-harvest, down our Putty Road, and then unload it and back out to the paddock again. So it's a pretty good job. You know, sometimes it's really, really demanding, and other times it's sort of, you know, it's soft in the winter time.
Okay, so tell us a bit about your musical career.
Oh, my musical career goes way, way back. You know, both my parents were singers, and a lot of my family are singers as well. So, you know, and I enjoy music, and I always have done. I'm always singing, always playing practical jokes on everybody as well. But yeah, you know, my musical career goes way, way back, and I performed over in Sydney. I sang there all the way back when I was about 21 years old, which is a long time ago. And I performed in Perth and also in Brisbane. So yeah, it's just one of those things, and also here in Gisborne.
All right, so tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
Well, the person I'm going to be tonight, he was a very, very good friend of mine. I travelled the road with him in the late 70s on the road, and we had a lot of good times. You know, so that's why I'm going to portray who I'm going to be tonight.
Oh, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out, Doug, who are you going to be tonight?
Walter, tonight I'm going to be Billy T. James.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy T. James.
Oh, we've got a few fathers and fathers out here tonight. Do we have any kids in the audience? Any kids? Yes. Yeah. So that is the difference between the Maori kids and the Caucasian kids there. Yeah, I do. See, I find the Māori kids much more enterprising, than the Caucasian kids. See, a Caucasian kid will come up to me and say, "G'day, Billy, can I have your autograph?" I said, "Yeah, sure, no, mate." Shh, no sweat. Whereas a Māori kid will come up to me, he'll go, "G'day, Billy, gives $2. And he'll wait for it. And then he'll say, "Can you give it to me in 20-cent pieces?" Yeah, blimmin' kids, eh? You see, I was in Taupo recently, eh? Were you? Yeah, I was. And for those Pākehās, Taupo. See, and this Māori fella comes up to me and he goes, "You want to buy a car, Billy?" I said, "Oh shit, this fella's been a bit bloody smart." I said, "Yeah, what is it, man?" He said, "Oh, it's a value." I said, "What's wrong with it?" He said, "It's got a bit of water in the car." I said, "Oh, yeah?" He said, "Where is it?" I said, "Oh, it's in the bottom of the lake." So you fellas had a good night tonight? It's good to see you all here not watching the All Blacks. See, I was at the back, we've got TV at the back watching the All Blacks. You guys want to know the score? Oh shit, I only just asked. Hell. Any big families here tonight? Any big families? See, I come from a big family, eh? Do you? Yeah, I do. See, there's 17 in our family, right? No, shut up. No, 17 in our family, right? We used to put our mother up on a pedestal, see? No, we had to, eh? Just to keep the old man away, right? No, true. You see, it was pretty hard for us back in those days, see? Because my mum, she used to get all our clothes from a army surplus supply store. Well, it was pretty hard for a 10-year-old kid going to school dressed up as a Japanese army general. Do we have any poems? Any poems in the audience? Hey, you've got one down here. Nothing wrong with the poems. Hey, don't give the poems to Hardy, mate. Because if it wasn't for the poems, you'd be the same colour as me. And you won't like that. You won't be able to get a flat or anything. Nothing wrong with the poems, you know. You know, one thing about the poems, they'll stand up for their country. They'll fight for their country. Whole bloody trouble is they won't live in their country. Any Aussies here? Any horse scratchers? Any Aussies? See, I remember the... Oh yeah, 2 of you. See, I remember the first time I flew to Sydney, right? Yeah, I do. See, the first time I flew over the Sydney Opera House, I looked down, like 5 nuns sticking out of a scrum, right? You know, in George Street in Sydney, they got a building called Australia Square, and it's a bloody round building. I don't know whether it's the Irish or the Australians, but you know, King's Cross, full of queens. Admittedly, most of them are New Zealand queens. See, I went into this gay bar in King's Cross. Not that I often go into gay bars, right? I only went in there for a jack, right? Well, when I mean jack, I mean just for a look. Shut up, right? You got to admire this bar, eh? You know, it was incredible in there. There was 15 guys to every guy. You see? And I walked in there and I said to the barman, I said, "Bro, can you bring us out a double?" So he brings me out a fellow same as me. I said, "Hey bro, I'm no shirt lifter, bro." Yes. You know, I was in tour with Tui Tika, right, in Sydney. And got all the band in the car, big flash Cadillac, all the horns on the front. Put it to this takeaway bar, see? And old Tui gets up there, and there's this lady behind the counter, see? Chewing on PK gum, smoking Rothman cigarettes. And then she's got this blue mark, this pen mark, and they going up and down with this bloody pen. Anyway, Tui winds down the window. Ooh. She goes, "Yeah, what do you want?" Tui goes, "Guess 4 double egg burgers, 4 whole chickens, and 3 liters of Diet Coke." And I turned around to the boys and said, "Churr, Tui shouting the boys." And next minute he turns around and said, "You fellas want anything?" You fellas want me to sing? Nah, I'll just tell you one more joke anyway. See, I was walking down the street the other day, right? went past this Chinese restaurant. I think it was a sort of a, you know, Weight Watchers one. It was called Wo Fat. You gotta buy these Chinese, right? You know? These Chinese, they're loaded. They go out to China, you know? They bring out these people on $10 immigration plane, give them a crash course in English, and then they send them out to the tables. Wow. We got one of these turkeys tonight, see? I was standing in the foyer, looking up at the dragons on the roof, and this fella comes here, I said, "What do you want?" I felt like saying, "What you got?" I said, "Gives steak and chips." He goes, yeah, steak and chip. I said, "No, steak and chip." Yeah, steak and chip. I said, "Oh, I'll have chicken and chip then." "Oh, so you want chicken and chip now?" I said, "Oh, what sort of soup you got?" He goes, "Soup. We got, I said, "What's that? Chicken?" He goes, No, mushroom." I said, "Then what the hell do you make a noise like a chicken for?" He said, "Because I don't know how to make a noise like a mushroom." Anyway, I said, "Just bring us out the soup, mate." So, okay, he brings out the soup. Wow. He's got his thumb stuck in my bloody soup. I said to him, "Hey mate, you realise you got your thumb stuck in my soup?" He goes, "Yeah, I got rheumatism. And the doctor tell me I got to put it in something warm." I said to him, "Well, why don't you stick it up your ass?" He goes, "Well, I do when I'm out in the kitchen." All right, I'll see you a song. Hey, what do you reckon? Now, this song was made famous by, oh shit, I forgot. Actually, it was made famous by me. 1988, the year of the child, the telethon. The song goes something like this. A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land, dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A silent wish sails the seven seas. The winds have changed, whispers in the trees, and the walls of doubt crumble, tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're going to enjoy the second half of the show as much as the first half. And if you already haven't done so, there is an ambulance out in the foyer. We'd like you to put a donation in there on your way out. You know, we raised over $6,000 for St. John's Ambulance locally here in Gisborne. Thank you very much for coming on tonight. I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. Etukuni te pune umaira, etumana ko kia te marama, potere te o, itataki ata ho, kia pene whānau, mai he tamaru. All across the land, dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born.
Well, here we go. Stargate number 11. The Wilson, Billy T. James.
Also, I can say bro now.
Yeah.
In the interview, he said, "Oh bro, you can't say bro. You got to say Walter. It's professional." So now he just calls me bro. Oh, okay, bro.
So is any family resemblance?
Who's breathing in the most?
So he's the oldest and the ugliest.
He's the youngest and still ugliest third.
No such word as ugliest third.
I just made it up, all right?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Doug Walsh, my brother, is Billy T. James. You know, it's hard to find good acts these days. Yeah, I read your name. Awesome. All right. Time to meet our next super guest, eh? Let's have a look, see who it
Well,
is.
it's time to meet our next star guest. Now, this star guest is a pretty young lady, and she's a youth worker, and she comes from a musical family. So please welcome our next star guest, Fienta Hewitt. Okay, lovely. So tell us about a youth worker. What sort of youth work do you do?
Okay, so I am employed with Tūranga Social Services, who fall under Te Ringa or Tūranga no Yakiwa. And what my role is involved with engaging with young people who are high risk or at risk within our community.
Oh, great. So how long have you been doing that job?
So it's coming up to 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 5 years. That's a long time. And how are you coping with that situation?
I'm actually really enjoying it. I've always been passionate about working with young people and helping out rangatahi within our community. And I must say there are challenges there, but my passion overrides anything. And I'm just all about helping to take positive pathways for our young people.
Oh, fantastic. Now, talking about passions, I mean, you have a passion for music. You come from a musical background, your family musical.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I've always been raised with the music surrounding me. My parents both sing. Dad used to be in a band, or he used to have his own band. And we've always just been a singing family, I guess.
Cool. So tell us about the person you're going to meet tonight.
So the person that I've chosen, she was born in England to a Jewish and Russian family. She's a 5-time Grammy Award winner. And the reason I chose her is because of the cross genre of music that she sings, which is more so based around blues and jazz. And yeah, she's just amazing. So.
Well, without further ado, Fines, I think you better tell our audience here tonight who you're going to be.
So tonight, altar, I'm going to be Amy Winehouse.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Amy Winehouse.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of other things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess and I've been searching your hair and the way I like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. 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 Did you have to go to jail? Did you have some love to sell? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who fits it for you. You're shopping anywhere, change the color of your hair. You busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you were dodging all the time? Are you still busy? Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess and I've been searching the hair and the way I like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me?
You alright? Looks like you're having a bad hair day. Yeah. Did you have fun? She's saying fun. Okay, so is this your normal get up day to day sort of thing as you... Yeah. Okay, so next time you travel home, don't have the window down. Keep the window up. And I see a few birds in there sitting on the top. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause. Find your new house, Amy Winehouse. Fantastic. There's always one. Okay, just making sure. All right, let's see who our next special guest is.
Time for another star guest. Now this lady is a mother of 3. She works as a teacher. Also, she works at the hospital at A&E. Please welcome Wendy Wallace. Oh, tell us, well, you're a teacher, you work at the hospital, and a mother of 3. How do you cope with all these type of jobs that are going on in your life?
Oh, it's just time management. I'm time poor, but I fill my life with all the things that I'm passionate with, and I'm passionate about health, and I'm passionate about teaching.
So how long have you been teaching?
I'm a new graduate. This is my foray into teaching. I graduated last year, and I'm relief teaching this year.
And so then you talk about working in the hospital at A&E.
Yeah.
As a nurse?
No, and I'm part of the casual on-call administrative pool. Before that I was in corporate. Before I trained to be a teacher, I was a senior PA in the corporate arm for the Māori Health Manager. But I've done that for so many years, I decided to move on and qualify to become a teacher.
Tell us a bit about your musical career.
I've been singing in Kapahaka and since I was 2, since I was little. I've done choirs, I've been in bands. I'm now in a band, my own band called Sugar and Soul. My sons are in my band. I have 2 sons, and they are also musical, and they have their own group, Sun Rise.
Okay, so tell us about the person you're going to be tonight.
She's very well known, and she's known as the Queen of Soul. And unfortunately, she's passed.
I think that's a clue for our audience. Queen of Soul. Without further ado, I think you better tell everybody. I think the audience have guessed who you're going to be tonight, but please tell us, Wendy, who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Walter, I'm going to be Aretha.
Good evening, young. Thank you for joining us this evening. And I expect y'all to be partying with the Queen. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, well, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come on. But
Aretha Franklin, ladies and gentlemen, can we just have a moment of silence, please? Moment of silence for the Queen of Soul.
Oh my God,
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a, big lady, wonderful Queen of Soul. How did you feel tonight? Did you enjoy yourself?
It was fantastic because I can't see anybody.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I told you, just pretend they're all cabbages. Yeah, so then you won't get nervous. They're all naked. Oh, hang on, I better someone bring my glasses.
With some microphones.
Ooh. All right, hey, Wendy, well done. Everybody give a big round of applause. Wendy Wallace says, Aretha Franklin. Woo. Fantastic. Man, are you guys enjoying it so far? All right. Shall we have a bit of rock? Someone said yes, please. All right. We're going to bring you out your rocker now.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is a local guy. He's unemployed. He's homeless. He has 25 kids. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Trevor Shesky as Jimmy Barnes!
You okay?
Yeah, Trevor.
How we doing, folks? Left my heart to the sappers round K-Sam. And my soul with my cigarettes to the black market man. I had the Vietnam cold turkey from the ocean to the Silver City. And it's only other vets could understand about the long forgotten dark side guarantees. There were no V-Day heroes in 1973. How we sailed in the Sydney harbor, so helpful, but I couldn't kiss her. She was lying, I was home to the lucky land. She
good. Did you have fun doing that?
Yeah, that was awesome, thank you. Awesome crowd.
We went on stage with a full bottle and now it's sort of like...
Yeah, it was full this morning, but
yeah. Jeez. So really you're not homeless, you don't have 25 children. What do you actually do anyway?
I do health and safety, just for myself or for everyone out there. Yeah. Look after you.
Oh, that's great. Now, little birdie tells me that you're into theatre. What's coming up? You're on a bit of a roll or something?
Yeah, just got a part in the Unity theatre play coming up, Kings of the Gym. And they wanted a fat, unfit 50-year-old, and you were busy, they said. They said, Wiz is busy, so then they asked me.
Yes, well, no, you're right. Doug and I were busy. Yeah, and so they got the next best mate. Well, I wish you all the best for Unity Theatre's play that's coming. And please, ladies and gentlemen, go to watch Kings of the Gym. Kings of the Gym. Here we go, for Tim Shesky and Jimmy Barnes. All right. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. Much. All right. We're going to bring it down a little bit. Let's try something different. All right, please welcome our next guest.
All right, it's time to meet our next star guest. Now, she is a mother of 4, a young grandmother, and she works for Habitat for Humanity. Please welcome Elizabeth Cutts.
Yeah, Elizabeth!
Elizabeth, how are you? Oh, I don't get very kisses very often, do I? No, okay. So a young grandmother.
Yes, I am, Walter. Young Kelly's nearly 1.5 and he's just a bundle of joy.
I suppose there's always a grandmother thing that the grandchild always gets spoiled. Is that right?
Absolutely. That's what grandparents are for.
Okay, so tell us about Habitat for Humanity. How do you get involved with that?
Well, I started off as a volunteer for Habitat at the Restore Op shop in town. I'm now the manager there and it's going really well. We're an important part of the community and the community stand behind us 100%.
So with Habitat for Humanity, you go out and help build homes for the community?
Absolutely. So the income that the stores make helps the teams go out and build houses all throughout the world, but as well as in our own backyard.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your musical career, because I heard that you do a bit of theatre, you do a bit of musical. Tell us a little bit about that.
Just a little bit, Walter. I've been involved in theatre now for 30 years, in all aspects, from lighting to sound to wardrobe and makeup. It's part of my chemistry and who I am.
Great, all right. Tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
Well, tonight, Walter, similar to last year, I've chosen someone who's a leader in her field, a slight rocky edge, as well as a slight retro taste going on there.
All right, Elizabeth, you better tell the audience who you're going to be tonight.
Well, tonight, Walter, I'm going to be Stevie Nicks.
Oh my gosh, Lizzie! Yeah!
ladies and Elizabeth Cuts as Stevie Nicks. Now, Stevie Nicks, does anybody guess Stevie Nicks? Well, what was the band that Stevie Nicks was in?
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, did you all know that? Yeah, you did. Who was that? Get out. Alright, I'm running the show, not you. So shush your lips. Alright, hey, fantastic. Absolutely, I must say, you know, same little outfit, you look very, doesn't she look, wow, look at that. Awesome. As long as you had fun, that's the main thing.
It's a dream, wasn't it?
A dream, alright, we all like dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful Elizabeth Cuts as Stevie Nicks. Okay, let's meet our next star guest.
Okay, let's meet our next star guest. Now, this gentleman is a father of 4. He has a lovely wife indeed too as well. He's a school teacher, and of course, he's just sort of getting back into theatre. Please welcome Mr. Peter Derby. How are you, Peter? Oh, good, mate. So, school teacher, how long have you been teaching?
I came to Gisborne in the early 90s.
Well, I'm not going to do the calculations. I'm sure people again in the audience can figure out how long you've been doing that. And of course, now talk about us about theatre. How long have you been doing theatre?
Well, actually, I rediscovered it when I came back to Gisborne, and since then I've had a lot of fun with it and explored it.
Fantastic. So tell us about the person you're going to be tonight.
Well, he's a prolific singer-songwriter from the 60s and still performing to this day. He had a very tempestuous relationship with another woman who was also a singer-songwriter and several children. He even started a movie, became a cult following with hot rock fraternity, and his last song of any real note was in the movie Cars.
Well, there we go, something for us to think about. Who's he going to be? Well, let's find out, eh? Okay, Peter, without further ado, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Walter, I want to sing like James Taylor.
James Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Derby as James Taylor.
I see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. Have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Dreams of loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had, ooh, and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. They say when they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You know. You will know. How you know.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Cuts as Stevie Nicks. Woo! Wow, amazing. How did you feel about that?
Oh, it was a dream, Walter.
A dream, and of course Stevie Nicks. Now, what band was she also associated with?
Oh, Fleetwood Mac.
There we go, Fleetwood Mac, if you didn't know. Did you all knew that?
They all know.
Don't lie. Stevie Nicks, fantastic. Look at your getup. My goodness, and the ribbons on there and...
It's a bit of you.
Oh, yeah, wow, I don't know whether it's really me. I could use it in one of my afternoon parties or something like that. Anyway, give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Elizabeth Cutts as Stevie Nicks. All right, are we ready to meet our next star guest? All right, let's see who it is. Okay, let's meet our next star guest. Now, this gentleman is a father of 4. He has a lovely wife indeed too as well. He's a school teacher, and of course, he's just sort of getting back into theatre. Please welcome Mr. Peter Derby. How are you, Peter? I hope you're all right. Oh, good, mate. So, school teacher, how long have you been teaching?
I came to Gisborne in the early 90s, and I'm still here.
Wow, I'm not going to do the calculations. I'm sure people in the audience can figure out how long you've been doing that. And of course, now you talk about us about theatre. How long have you been doing theatre?
Well, actually, I rediscovered it when I came back to Gisborne, and since then I've had a lot of fun with it and still do it.
Fantastic. So tell us about the person you're going to be tonight.
Well, he's a prolific singer-songwriter from the 60s and still performing to this day. He had a very tempestuous relationship with another woman who was also a singer-songwriter, had several children. He even started a movie, became a cult following with Hot Rock Fraternity, and his last song of any real note was in the movie Cars.
Well, there we go, something for us to think about. Who's he going to be? Well, let's find out, eh? Okay, Peter, without further ado, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Walter, I want to sing like James Taylor.
James Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Derby as James Taylor. summer or fall. All you have to do is call now, and I'll be there. Now ain't it good to know that you got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, yes, and desert you. They'll even take your soul if you let them. Ah, but don't you let them. Sing on. You just call out my name, and you'll know wherever I am, I'll come running, running, yeah, see you again. Winter, spring, summer or fall, all you have to do is call now, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend, you got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know, ain't it good to know, ain't it good to know you got a friend?
Wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peter Derby as James Taylor. Well, got to apologise for the technical hiccup we had over there. Yes, what happened is I stood on another plug. Pulled the wrong mics out, didn't I? So I'll take all the blame tonight, but you didn't take no blame because you did a marvellous job. How do you feel after that, Peter?
Nervous.
What do you mean nervous? Didn't he sound great though? You know, really old school? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Derby as Mr. James Taylor. Just stop there. Okay, righto. It's amazing how things work out the power. Woo! Alright. Oh, I better take this off. Hang on, won't be long.
Yeah.
Uncle, where's your sweater?
Tēnā koutou. Last night up north, someone pitched all the toilet seats out of the Kaikoura police station. Now the cops got nothing to go on. Yeah, they just left the big hole there. But that's all right, because the cops are looking into it. A fellow was held in got told off by the judge in Henderson today. When the judge says, I fine you $100, the fellow says, yeah? Where did you find it? A cow cocky in Nelson nearly died of exposure from standing in the middle of his paddock for 18 hours. The man said he was trying to win the Nobel Peace Prize for being outstanding in his field. A new parachutist was seized by the authorities when he landed in the streets of Istanbul. The man said he had no choice. He just went, ask over Turkey. And from the courts, a man was sentenced to 12 months today for vandalising bicycle wheels. His friends said they weren't surprised, as he was always outspoken. A Sparky was charged with battery yesterday. He spent the night in a dry spell. The cops are on the lookout in Auckland for a man believed to be masquerading as a Māori language teacher. One of his students became suspicious when he told him that the Māori word for food was takeaway. Kotang was Māori for kaiureo. Hard case, eh? Anyway, a Kaukoki in Te Awamutu was fined $50 for not reporting the theft of his neighbour's gate. He said, I saw these fellas pinching the gate, but I never said anything, just in case they took offence. Now time for Te Weather. At Te Rapa, the track is hard and fast. In fact, it's been so dry down there that big cracks have opened up in the track, and Bob Skelton on Māori Boy fell into one. He hasn't been heard or since. Different story at Trentham though. It's so wet and muddy down there that even the horses are wearing gumboots. Oh, you can forget about Addington. And so the outlook for Wednesday is stink too, so you might as well go to work. Hey, Corneta.
Hey, how did you get on here? I only took the store back, I went to the toilet just quickly and then you come and get off. Trying to steal the show. It's hard to find good help these days. Right. Did you fellas enjoy that though? Yeah, fantastic. Alright. Okay, we're nearly to the end of the night, so don't feel, we've still got a few more acts yet to go. Alright, let's see who our next guest is. Okay, let's meet our next star guest. Well, she's a young mum. She's only about 27. And she started her own social media business, digital and marketing. Please welcome Monica Donnelly. Hi, Monica. How are you? Okay, so young mum.
Yep.
And started your own business, digital marketing. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, as many young mums out there might understand, it's really hard to go to work when you have sick kids and the other commitments. My kids want me to be there for their school assemblies when they get certificates and being at all the events. So I just started Googling, very millennial behaviour. I Googled what can I do to make money and start a business that fits around my kids' lifestyle.
Fantastic. Alright, so tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
Well, tonight I'm going to be a very loud, strong woman. She's very flamboyant and very outgoing and doesn't put up with any sort of negative stereotypes, very body positive. And yeah, just a strong woman. So I look up to.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the audience is sort of sitting back there wondering, what the heck's she going to be? Alright, Monica, you better tell us who you're going to be.
Well, tonight I'm going to be Megan Trainor.
Yeah! Megan Trainor, ladies and gentlemen, Monica Donnelly as Megan Trainor.
Husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only. Oh, my life. Oh, take me on a date, I deserve a date, and don't forget the flowers every anniversary. 'Cause if you treat me right, I'll be the perfect wife. Fine groceries, fine what you need. You got the 9 to 5, well, baby, so do I. So don't be thinking I'll be home and taking after 5. I never learned to cook, but I can ride a hook. Sing along with me, sing along with me. Hey, you gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright. If you're your husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all alive. If you're your husband, if you wanna get that special loving, there'll be a beautiful each and every night. After every fight, just apologize. Maybe then I'll let you try and run the body right. Even if I was wrong, you know I'm never wrong. Why disagree? Why disagree? You gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright. If you're your husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all alive. If you're your husband, make time for me, don't be
Now, it looks like you had fun out there.
I did.
Yes, I love your shirt, by the way. I've got one at home.
Does it look like exactly like this?
No, because if I had it like that, everything out would hang out. No, mine's about this long. Sometimes I wear it for a night shirt, or if I'm going out to a disco 80s night or something like that. But look, you suit it. You know, fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Now, we've got your dancers here too. Wow, let's have a chat to these dancers. So hang on. He's pumping over here. Okay, so we have Cello. Now, Cello, I saw right up at the paper that you've been accepted where?
I've been accepted into a full-time dance academy in Australia for next year.
Fantastic. We wish you all the best of luck. And we have Jana on this side. What about you, Jana?
I'm going to Waikato University to study early childhood.
Well, there we go. That's different from dancing, isn't it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause for Monica Donnelly as Megan Turner and their dancers. Fantastic. Wow. That was... Anyway, okay, time for our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Now, she is the mother of 3. She comes from a musical background. She does kapa haka. She's a social worker at Matapuna Training Centre. I haven't even said her name yet. All right, she's a dear friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Alicia Maynard Wilson as
church bells are ringing.
just begun in my
enjoy yourself?
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, I was just looking at the picture before, and I tell you what, very, very close looking there. That's James. Wow. Just things nice and warm, isn't it? I was sitting in getting nice and hot. Hot, very hot. She's weird. She's hot, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a big round of applause. Alicia Maynard Wilson as Enter James. Fantastic. All right. Time to meet. Oh, before I bring out our last guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I know. But we're not finished yet. Just a reminder that after the show, we're going to be coming out to the foyer so you can have some photos with some of the stars tonight. So stick around if you want to have photos with them. Be right after the show. All right? So fine. All right, let's meet our next star guest.
All right, it's time now to meet our next star guest. Now, this guy is a family man, and he enjoys bowls and darts, and he works at Bunnings, and he's been there for about 17 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Wayne Morrell. How are you, Wayne? Okay, so Bunnings, 17 years, a long time to be at Bunnings. What's so exciting about Bunnings?
Oh, that is a great company to work for. If you want to get it on and right, then you can climb the ladder and be like one of our managers. So, they're awesome company.
Fantastic. So I hear an interest into darts and bowls. And how's that going?
Yeah, darts are going well. We're the A grade. We're leading the A grade as we speak. So I've played for a number of years, won 4 or 5 A grades in town over those years. Really competitive and a great sport.
Cool. So tell us about your musical background. Do you have a musical background?
I just basically grew up in a family that we all love singing with their mum and dad, and really that's how it started. And George and I have been together for about 20 years. We've got a karaoke and we just love getting out and singing and we're trying to sing and we think we can. So we just enjoy it.
Fantastic. So tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
The person I'm going to be tonight has been around since the late 60s. He's had numerous #1 hits, very popular around the world. He is an American and a great singer, great entertainer.
All right, Wayne, tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight I'm going to be Neil Diamond.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Morrell as Neil Diamond.
I can't begin to know him, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became a summer. Who'd have believed it'd come along? Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, the times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Now I look at the nights and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, burden runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when I'm holding you? Warm Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe that never would. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined.
Wayne, looks like you had fun tonight, mate. Fun?
Oh, mate, this is really enjoyable, mate.
Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is first time on stage tonight. Not bad, not bad. Awesome, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed this house.
I'd really like to thank you and James for giving us a chance, mate. It's been a great experience, and I'd love to do it again next year, mate.
Oh, I'm sure we'll love to have you next year, buddy. Well done, congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Morrell as Neil Diamond. Woo! What a Neil Diamond fans here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately we've come to the end of the show, but before we do, we've got one more item to do. All right? So just a reminder too, we made just over $6,000 tonight. Today, I should say, for the St. John Ambulance. So it's going to the local St. John, not Wellington, it's going to Gisborne local St. John Ambulance. So that's where the money's going to. People, thank you very much for buying tickets and all that sort of stuff and making donations in the ambulance out the back there. All right? Also, just want to say thank you to our lighting people up the back there. Thank you, Paula, for our lighting team. Our sound crew over there and on the lighting, thank you very much for the day. To our videographer over the back there, too much way up the top, can't see you because it's dark. You're up there somewhere. And also our wonderful still camera operator, Mrs. Hewitt, she's around somewhere taking photos for the show. And I hope you've all enjoyed the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, The Wiz, here for Stars in Your Eyes for 2018. Look forward to doing it again next year. I'm sure you guys will come back next year, would you? Yeah, we'll have a whole new case and everything like that. All right, also want to thank all our sponsors tonight who helped us put the show together. James, the director, I'm the producer of the show. And ladies and gentlemen, without the show, we wouldn't have these star guests. So please, as they come through the door, give them a big round of applause. Here they come back, our star guests that will be with you tonight. Here we go, Justin Bloomfield as Diana Ross. Here we go, Paul Nicholson as, of course, former Mons River Peary. Mr. Commentari as Lee Rolls. The wonderful Pania Matthews as, of course, the wonderful Donna Washington. Here we go, Jesse Martin there as, of course, John Legend. Here to Australia, Sia. Ali Tipper as the wonderful Anita Pointer. Here we go, Georgina Morel as the wonderful Crystal Gale. Oh, but help this man down the stairs. Here we go. Robert Tomatia as Robert Marley. Here we go, is Lulu McMillan as, of course, Adele. Here we go, that big brother of mine, Doug Walsh as Billy T. James. We have Fianza Hewitt as Amy Winehouse. And we have the Queen of Soul, Wendy Wallace as Aretha Franklin. The rocker from Aussie himself, Mr. Chibashevsky as Jimmy Barnes. Here we go, Elizabeth Cox as Stevie Nicks. And we've got Mr. Peter Derby here as James Taylor. Not forgetting the very energetic Monica Donnelly as Vegan Trainer. Alicia Maynard Wilson as Etta James. And you just heard Wayne Morrell as Neil Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do an item for you. If you know the song, we want you to sing along with us. Alright? Because it's about healing. If it wasn't for the St. John Ambulance, we wouldn't have any healing. So if you know the song, please sing along with us, alright?
Three cheers for Wiz. Hip hip.
This place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. Mr. James Packman. Come on out the front so everybody can see your beautiful face. Sorry, the button. Okay. Last few seconds before we wind up and pick everybody out. I just want to say thank you to everybody who was involved in the show, from on stage, behind stage, everybody, and especially, of course, everybody here for coming along and supporting the cause. And we'll do it all again next year, and hope to see you all again. Some of you might be up on the singing stage. So thank you very much. And of course, I'd like to thank Walter Walsh again for doing this with me and emceeing your show, so a huge hand for Walter. Alright, so make yourself out to the foyer. We're going to come out there, so a bit of a meet and greet and some photos and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see you in just a moment, alright? Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Good night.